from the Oak Wall Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hello, this is Jesse Oakley III, and welcome to the Oak Zone, where we provide positive words of wisdom for you, the happy people. Monday through Friday, I would give my Oak Zone, where it's plethora of positivity for you, the happy people. But today is Sunday, and it is time for the Sunday Morning Chat Series. And in the Sunday Morning Chat Series, I get to interview amazing, positive people that are making a big difference within a community. Whether they are speakers, writers, yoga instructor, Bitcoin experts, organ donors, animal shelter workers, name it, I will interview those positive people in a heartbeat. And today, we got ourselves a darn good show. Many of you are watching this YouTube channel from yours truly, Jesse Oakley III. And there are plenty of positive YouTube channels out there. You have many people that are fellow friends of mine that are into YouTube channels, and majority of them are very positive. And there's one YouTube channel that is big on positivity, big on word of the day, and big on sending a great positive message. And I have this interview with this wonderful person here today. And please help me welcome none other than Mr. Steve Taddei with his own YouTube channel. Hey, Steve, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing fantastic. All right.
Oh, three times fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. 3 times, my man. 3 times. And without any further delay, let's chat.
All right.
All right. Could you please tell us about your YouTube channel, Steve?
I'd love to. I started this channel quite a while ago, and it's an outlet for me. I could talk about my feelings, my thoughts, and my perspectives. And I've come a long ways with it in how I feel like I've improved my skills. No matter what you do, when you do it the first time, it's pretty rough. You do it the 10th time, it's better than the first time, and it keeps getting better and better. So I started to do it more regularly about a month ago and made the decision that I'm going to do one every day. So I pick one word, I take a word of the day, and I run with it. And I may talk for a minute, I may talk for 5 minutes. I try to keep it as short as possible because one of the most important things with me is being concise and focused. So I keep it as short as possible and just get a little bit wisdom out on one word.
Fantastic, Steve. Fantastic. Now, how did you originally come up with this idea for your own YouTube channel?
Everything's changing in communication. Everything's changing in technology. There's an old story, I don't know if you ever heard it, but they used to talk about the person, or they still do actually, where somebody's got something to say and they say, he got up on a soapbox and told a story. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes.
Right. Well, not everybody knows where that came from, but there was a time when if somebody had something they had to say, they would walk somewhere. You live in Las Vegas. They might walk to a street corner in the Las Vegas Strip. They'd put down a soapbox. They'd get up on it, and they'd have at it. And if you and I were walking down the street while somebody was talking, we'd have 3 choices. We could either stop and listen, we could keep on walking, or we could stop and heckle. But whatever we decided to do, if anybody came by 15 minutes later, they'd miss the whole thing.
Yep.
Because the person delivered their message, they went on to the next street corner. Well, in 2021, you can go on YouTube, and I can record something this afternoon. My cousin in Italy is asleep right now. It's the middle of the night. She could wake up tomorrow morning and find it and watch it. So what we have now is just the ability to communicate far and wide. And then you add to that the Toastmasters Pathways program, and they're teaching us how to write blogs. They're teaching us how to do podcasts. They don't specifically have YouTube, but it's the same principle, and just a lot of fun and very effective.
I bet it is. Now, what were some of the challenges that you faced in creating these videos for your channel?
Well, I'll name two. The first one is the challenge we all have, and you've seen it when somebody new comes into Toastmasters, and it might have been you when you joined Toastmasters. What are people going to think? I don't know if I want to do this. I don't want to put myself out there. And it was a little scary at first. I found out nobody gets hurt. I'm doing something positive, so I don't think I've had any posts that are offensive. And some people either like it, they don't watch it, or whatever. I got to thinking it's like when I was in college, I took up jogging. And there were probably days when I ran down Shoreline Avenue looking absolutely ridiculous. But it didn't matter. I was reaching my goal. This is the same type of thing. If I've got skills to build, let's keep building them, and nobody's going to get hurt. Now, the other challenge is I'm not a really tech person. A lot of it was scary, not knowing what buttons to push and things like that. There's still some things I don't know. There's still some things I'm challenged on, but you pick things up. I've made a lot of friends that have helped me out a little bit, and they've helped me learn a lot.
Yep. Tell you what, that is truly fantastic. Now, what were some of the best moments that you have from creating this YouTube channel?
The best moments is just the conversations on social media where somebody will like what they have to say. They might want to add to it. And then I'm going to just step a little bit away from YouTube because I'm also doing a podcast, and the podcast I actually do with guests.
Ooh.
So the YouTube I do by myself, but when I get a guest, I've gotten my friend Tyree, I've gotten my friend Lisa, I've gotten my friend Angie, and we just have these conversations where they find out what makes me tick and I find out what makes them tick. So it's a good learning experience.
I bet it is. Now, there'll be somebody out there that is amazed and inspired with what you're doing, whether it's the YouTube or whether it's podcasts or anything else. And they basically said, Steve, I want to do what you're doing. What advice would you give that person?
It's all right here. It's absolutely amazing. What I didn't say before is when I really got started with this was I've gotten involved with Darren LaCroix Stage Time University.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in Las Vegas. He challenged all his students a couple of years ago to do a 90-day Facebook challenge, Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And he encouraged us to just talk about whatever we want for a couple of minutes every day for 90 days. And from September 1st until November 29th, I did that. And all I had to do was push the Facebook button and have at it. Some of them were good, some of them were bad, but it was a muscle I was building. What I found out was, okay, it's on Facebook, but if I put it on YouTube, it can go out a little farther and a little wider. Yep. So, but that's still, it's all right here. You do it on here, you put it in your pocket when you're finished, and then you move on. The only thing I needed to do outside of the phone is I got a lot of suggestions and feedback on lighting. So when I just had the phone, it's sort of like you and I talked before the call, there was a lot of glare coming in. So I closed the blinds and I put a light behind the screen. So that might be something a little extra, but you could do a lot just with your phone, and then don't make it harder than it is.
Yes.
There's always something to talk about. Just one word. Yesterday I did development. It's one of the 6 dimensions of leadership in Toastmasters. Today I did bittersweet because I'm bittersweet about 49er coach Robert Saleh leaving and going to the Jets. Tomorrow I might not be able to think of anything, but I might pick up the Sunday San Francisco Chronicle and something just might strike me. So it doesn't have to be that difficult. There's always something to talk about.
All right. Now, where could people go to find out more about your YouTube channel, your podcast? Where could they go?
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 sites. One of them is a real simple one, productivediscourse.home.blog. I'll put that in chat.
All right.
That has videos. It has podcasts. I've dabbled at doing blogs, but it has everything I do. I'm going to cut and paste the site for YouTube.
All right.
I don't have enough I'm a work in progress on YouTube, and it's going really well. I don't have enough subscribers yet to get a real cool name, but I just put this link in. And if anybody goes to that link, they'll get on my YouTube channel. So you can put that on the podcast somewhere in the notes or whatever. Just copy and paste.
As a matter of fact, I do have those links. And for those people that are unable to get those links, do not fret, because the links will be in the description below, right there during this interview. After the interview,
Okay.
Once everything is done, you can check out those links that Steve mentioned, and it'll be right there at your ready.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You'll-
And if you, my word at the end is, please like and share, comment and subscribe so we can keep this message going far and wide. And I just love to have everybody come on board and subscribe.
Tell you what, subscribe to Steve. Steve today is a good man with great messages. And please, if you can, go ahead and like, subscribe, share the videos with Steve today, and you will not regret it. It is a fantastic YouTube page with a fantastic man. You're awesome, Steve.
Thank you.
All right. Now we are at the point of the shout out message. Now, who would you like to give a shout out to that made all this possible?
Shout out who has made all this possible. Actually, I'm going to name a couple of people. I'm collaborating with 2 people, Lee Hopkins and Leslie Crumley. They're part of the Stage Time University crew. We get together, the Stage Time University crew gets together every other Tuesday, where we hear from Darren LaCroix and Ford Sakes. They give feedback on people's projects. And I got to know Lee and Leslie. So we talk every Friday. And Leslie is involved with money management,
Okay.
and Lee is involved with building relationships. And I'm involved with helping people who disagree politically find common ground. So all 3 of us do different things, but we have a conversation every Friday, and it's excellent. So those are 2 people I'd like to shout out.
All right, fantastic. We are almost at the end of this interview, and this is a time where people from all over the world, all the happy people, are watching this video, and they want to get inspired by some great words of wisdom. Now, for the happy people that are out there, what positive words of wisdom would you like to share with them?
Okay. Now, a month ago, I had one piece of wisdom. In the last couple of weeks, I've got a second one. So I'm going to go two.
All right.
I've got a tagline with everything I do. Find that shiny needle of common ground in that haystack of fear. We all know what's going on in the country right now, that there's so much division, distrust, and my side's right, the other side's trying to ruin the country. And the fact of the matter is, there's common ground to be found. No matter what happens, if one side gets all the power, they still have to live with the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And we still meet each other in the grocery store. If our car breaks down and it's raining and we're a long way from home, that tow truck driver, we want their help. And it's not about, our feelings, our perspectives, or our experiences. We all have to live with each other. So find that common ground. The second one, and you and I have been friends for a long time, and you've always heard me talking about comfort zones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my second word of wisdom is, after 2020, your comfort zone ain't there anymore.
No.
Whatever your comfort zone was, it ain't there anymore. So we have to figure something out and get out of that comfort zone and make something of it.
All right. Fantastic words to end this portion of the interview. And on behalf of all the happy people that are out there, I would like to take this time out to say thank you, Steve, for a wonderful interview here on the Oak Zone Sunday Morning Chat Series.
Oh, it's been a great time. I always enjoy talking to you. We have a lot of fun, and I'll get together with you anytime on any project you're doing.
All right. And again, this concludes the Sunday Morning Chat Series for the Oak Zone. And if you want more plethora of positivity, all you need to do is go to YouTube, type in my name, Jesse Oakley III, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, like, and share these videos with other happy people that you know. If you want more plethora of positivity, you can check out the Oak Zone episodes or Sunday Morning Chat Series, where you get the chance to hear from wise words of wisdoms from positive people like my friend Steve. Until then, hey people, you take care and have a great day. Bye.